Hi everyone, I hope you're doing well. If you don't already know who it is, it's the one and only, the true Alex J. And today I want to talk about, can money buy happiness? Now, it's a bit of a strange question. There's a lot that I want to cover in this video, so please watch this video all the way through to the end, and I really want your opinion and that you can form throughout this video. If you please don't come in with a preconceived notion. I want you to come in with an open mind, listen to everything that I have to say, and then give me your opinion at the bottom, comment below. So let me explain. When people tend to ask the question, can money buy happiness? They tend to ask it in like this hippie style, where, you know, a lot of people, they'll say, you know, money can't buy happiness, money can't buy happiness. But when they say that, what they're kind of implying is that poverty can, which obviously isn't the case. So when you're thinking, can money buy happiness, you also have to ask the opposite question of, well, no, happiness can't, but neither can poverty. So it's kind of an irrelevant question. Obviously, you can't go to the store, you know, with your money and give that over and you receive happiness. It doesn't quite work like that. So what they tend to be asking, the real question that I think people are asking is, if you had money, would you be happier? I think that's the real question. Now, to answer that question, again, it takes a little bit of thinking. You have to actually go into this. Because a lot of people, you say that because you can't buy happiness, that means that, you know, having money is irrelevant, but it's not the case. Obviously, money can completely transform your life. You know, I've been poor before. I was very poor and I tried to kill myself. So that the poverty didn't make me happier. But at the same time, obviously I've had ups and downs. I've never tried again, by the way. I've had ups and downs after that period. But it wasn't so much of a fact to do with money, but more of what I've become while creating the money. Like, so while I've been making money, what it's made me do and who it's made me become. Making a lot of money requires a lot of discipline, so I have to think in a particular way. So you have to be strong-minded, you have to be motivated and focused. And I think that the cure to depression, is not just money, but I think the cure to depression is about being motivated, being inspired, having things to do, constantly thinking, be proactive, right? And when I say a lot of thinking, I don't mean, you know, what happens while you're going through depression, because while you're going through depression, you tend to do cycles. Where, you know, you'll have a bad thought or a bad moment, and that will be, you know, exaggerated in your mind. And it doesn't mean that the situation that you're going through is good, but it just means that what's going through your mind is, you know, it's out of proportion. Within your own head, it makes the situation worse, and it makes, you know, possibilities seem impossible. But I think that money gives you a certain type of freedom, where, you know, you have the ability to fly off to a particular country. You can move if you don't want to be in a particular place. You can change your complete style. You can change the clothes that you're wearing. You can, yeah, you can move. You can go to different places. So that means that you can make different friends. You could get a different job. You could, you know, have a completely different lifestyle. You can become a different person with money that you're not able to do if you don't have it. So it kind of gives you a particular freedom. So I think that's important to recognize as well. The other kind of point that I want to make is, again, the opposite side about not having money. You know, there are some people that are happy with rarely any money, and a lot of people that, when we have this discussion, they'll talk about charities. They'll say, you know, my friend works with charities and they make no money, and they're the happiest people I've ever met. And my point is kind of like this. Granted, they're not getting money put into their bank, but think about it like this. They're being given a place to stay, they're being given food. 9 times out of 10, like when people are talking about it, they're like, yeah, my friend was in Africa, or my friend was in Haiti, or my friend was in wherever, right? So they name all these places. The point is, this person, without having to pay any expenses, or sometimes they do have to contribute a small amount, they were able to go to a different location, okay? They were able to have their housing, like their home provided for them, their food provided for them. And sometimes, yes, sometimes the person does pay themselves, but you have to keep in mind that they're going somewhere. Either they had the money to then do it and go do that charity work, or the charity gave it to them, in which case there was money involved. Because the person that they're going to do the charity stuff for, that person has no money. That person truly has no money, okay? So when they're saying, can money buy happiness? I say yes to a certain extent. but it doesn't buy emotional happiness. But what it does, it changes your mindset and the way that you're thinking, and that in turn makes you a happier person. I read a survey by Forbes, so yeah, it could be biased, but let's just go with what they said. They said that by country of wealth tends to be happier. So if a country had more money, there was more happiness in that country compared to a poverty-stricken country that had less happiness, which I think is kind of obvious. So again, can money buy happiness? I think it depends. I think it depends on your mindset. I think it's given the situations that are going on around you, the surroundings, the environment, and I think when you put all of that together, can money buy happiness? Yeah, I think it can, but only to a certain extent. I'd love to get your opinion. Please leave a comment below. If you love these videos, they're coming out quite regularly. Make sure that you press the subscribe button below. I'd also love it if you could put a thumbs up as well and share it with your friends if you think they would find this interesting. I look forward to seeing you guys again soon, but in the meantime, peace.